Hey, what's going on, my Evolve City fam? Uh, yeah, it's been a busy week. I attended, really quickly, my manners. I'm Kelly, and I'm here to give y'all a rundown, a lowdown of what happened in St. Louis City government this week. Because my job is to attend the meeting, so you don't have to. And your girl was busy. I attended 4 meetings this week. So I'm going to jump right into it. So the first one was the Public Safety Committee meeting, and the meeting really consisted of updates being provided for the Cure Violence program. So for folks that don't know, Cure Violence is an evidence-based program that uses a public health approach to curb gun violence. The Board of Aldermen allocated about $7 million to fund this program, so it's kind of a big deal. So these were some highlights from the meeting. Um, things that I wanted to mention. So, first, there are 3 sites. They're up and running in the following neighborhoods. So, Dutchtown on the south side, and then we have the Hamilton Heights and Wells Goodfellow neighborhoods. And then there's also a site in Walnut Park. So, my understanding is that Employment Connections, they're kind of the folks that are involved in the day to day operations of the Dutchtown and the Hamilton Heights and Wells Goodfellow neighborhoods. And then the Urban League, they are the ones that are handling the day to day operations at the Walnut Park location. So it's important to keep in mind that the program was slated to begin in April, which that's when COVID really hit. So there were a few program delays and shifts um, because of the Rona. I will say that there were a lot of questions raised among the aldermen, the alder people that were present at the meeting regarding program evaluation, as well as, how the public can be informed of what's going on with Cure Violence. Because again, the city allocated quite a bit of coin to implement this program. And so, folks want to know like what's going on, what's happening. And so there will be efforts moving forward to provide the community with, regular updates about the program. So the second meeting I attended was the Ways and Means Committee meeting. The highlight I'm going to mention is Board Bill 236, which was introduced by Alderman Collins Muhammad, and essentially it is regarding the details of the O'Fallon Penrose Special Business District, including some language in there that made sure to note that folks within that district will vote on the formation of the special business district in April. And so this bill passed with a do pass recommendation out of the committee. So the third meeting I attended was a legislative committee meeting. And there was only one bill that was introduced. It was discussed, was Board Bill 222, which was sponsored by Alderwoman Clark Hubbard. It's also referred to as the Crown Act. And this bill, if passed, will prohibit discrimination in employment and housing decisions and practices based on an individual's hairstyle, protective hair, natural or cultural hair texture. So, something important to note is that similar legislation has been introduced in Kansas City, as well as in Jefferson City at the state level. And it's also part of a national movement. So, this bill did pass out of the committee with a do pass recommendation. So, then last but not least, the full Board of Aldermen meeting. Y'all, that meeting wore me out today. It started at 10 o'clock and I had to hop off because I had something else to do at 4, and it was still going on. So yes, why so long? Why so long? So really, there was extensive debate really over the perfection of 2 board bills. So the first one, Board Bill 221, sponsored by Alderman Oldenburg, as well as like about 20 alder people. And it's regarding the city of St. Louis's firefighters and their pension. I'm sorry, I'm gonna keep it real, y'all. Sister zoned out after about an hour or so of the debates. And my understanding is that people were just expressing their concerns, and the need for it to go back to the committee, because when it was hashed out in the committee, I guess there wasn't a public forum with, like, firefighters and other stakeholders that would be that need to be involved and included in this conversation. I guess they didn't have those conversations in the committee, so that was expressed. But again, mind you, some of the people that were expressing these concerns, I know at least one of them, they were a co-sponsor of the bill, so I didn't get it. But eventually, the bill, it was perfected. And then the second bill, oh Lord, Bill number 200, also sponsored by Alderman Oldenburg. Now, this is the bill regarding what people refer to as the spy plane program. So, this bill, if passed, would approve a contract between the city of St. Louis and Persistent Surveillance Systems, excuse me. And this is again, they would provide aerial surveillance, and the whole purpose is to solve violent crime. It was over 2 hours of debate on this, y'all. Over 2 hours of debate. And so ultimately, the bill was perfected by a very slim margin, 15-14. There were some bills that were passed. The one I'm going to highlight is Board Bill 166, which was sponsored by Alderman Boyd. And essentially, it would no longer penalize those who have been incarcerated in the past from working at establishments that have liquor licenses. So, specifically, like Schnucks grocery stores, there are folks that maybe have had a criminal background. Because of that background, they aren't able to work in Schnucks because they have liquor licenses. So, this bill, since it's been passed, would kind of do away with that. So, yeah, y'all, that's all I have for you this week. So please stay well, be safe, and stay tuned. You'll see me here next week. Peace.